There you go. Is that working? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Are we live here? Do you hear the music? Am I losing my mind? I'll wait for a second for the chat to catch up. I see Pug. I see Brent. I see Dimes to $1. Love to see it. Is everyone hearing the music? You see Ahsoka lo-fi beats. Is it real? Am I going insane alone? Lavelle in the chat. Love to see it. I need an audio check from the chat. I need you guys to catch up. A lot to talk about today. It's just me. Johnny and Dylan are in Maine still. All right, good. I trust Brent. He's never had an audio issue once, ever. So there you go. Johnny and Dylan are in Maine right now. It's pretty funny. I used to live on the East Coast, and I've been to Maine, and they actually found a place in Maine. There's not a lot of people in Maine where I had inscribed my name into like a tire at this one specific spot. Isn't that funny? They found me. It's the closest we've ever been. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, Magic Fire. This is the coup. You're watching a live coup attempt. I am all new nerds now. I am the nerds. Yeah. I don't have that one. I don't have that one ready to go. Aiden, good to see you. Good to see everybody here. All the usuals. Let's just jump into it. A lot of news today. So I haven't gotten really a chance to talk about this with Johnny and Dylan. Every time I sent them something, they're like, "What? What happened?" So I'm gonna do it like chronologically in terms of the order of the news came out. So this past Monday, we got the lowdown on Bad Batch Camino Lost, the finale. So we got this awesome interview with Jennifer Corbett and Brad Rao, which was amazing. I recommend you go read it. It's pretty long actually, but they go into depth with a lot of the theories, how they are making the season. It really made me appreciate it a lot more. It's where they confirm that Crosshair's chip is out, but the biggest thing is that the place at the end of the episode was confirmed to be Mount Tantus, Wayland from the Thrawn trilogy. So I want to hear what everyone's got to think about that, because I think it's pretty nuts. I mean, like in Legends, 5 years after Return of the Jedi, Thrawn comes back, which is like right when the Mando is set. Thrawn comes back, challenges the New Republic, and uses Mount Tantus as like it's the key to his plan. I don't want to go too much into it, as not to spoil it, because I think everyone should experience the Thrawn trilogy one way or another, whether it's the comics or the books. So I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's getting eerily close. Like I think they might just be doing it again, which is pretty crazy. And Filoni is laying the seeds. Because at first, if you may remember, if you've seen my reaction, I was like, whatever's happening in that mountain has nothing to do with the sequels. I was like, it's all going to be contained to the Bad Batch. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just going to be all self-contained thing, something that Rex and the Bad Batch can take down to give us a good story. But absolutely not. They basically confirmed in the interview that it's connected to Palpatine. Those clone commandos are labeled as Imperial Royal Guards. So, like in the model description for, if you're an animator, like when you're rigging the model, you have like a description for it, and every week they release like some of the models, and those are Imperial Royal Guards. It's like, okay, and it's Mount Tantus, which it's like, oh my god, like how much more can they hint that this is something to do with Palpatine? So, Bad Batch, it's tying in more than I thought it would. People were like, it's contained. It's all filler. It's a filler show. Clearly not. If you care about big implications, I think it's gonna matter. So does that mean that? Let's pull up some comments here. So does that mean that Thrawn will make his return our galaxy and come back and find Mount Tantus? I mean, I think there's potential for him to find you'd be using Mount Tantus in the Mandoverse. So basically, in Legends, without spoiling it, Thrawn, within the Emperor's chambers there's like a big cloning facility, and so it makes sense that in canon it would also be a cloning facility. But in Legends, he uses it to clone an army for himself to staff a bunch of Star Destroyers or a bunch of new ships, so he can have a fleet. And we know from the Ahsoka episode, Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian, that he does have a fleet again. That's what the magistrate was working on. That's what Morgan Elsbeth was doing. Like Mando remarks. Well, she clearly didn't stop after Ahsoka says she was integral to building the Imperial Starfleet. So maybe, and I don't want to go too much into spoilers there, but there's a lot of potential. So it's just cool, but it's confirmed that it's the writers. Oh, guys, shout out to Lavelle. It's his birthday in 2 days. His heart may be on the wrong side, but he's always in our hearts. Happy birthday, Lavelle. For those of you who don't understand what I just said, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Lavelle can tell you. Yeah. It's exciting. I mean, it's not the place at all I was expecting them to introduce such a big Legends concept. It's just, yeah, man, it's nuts. It makes sense for them to introduce Mount Tantus and Bad Batch if they were not already planning for it to appear in live action somewhere down the track post Empire. Yeah, especially because it's such a big thing in Legends. Like, it is the key sort of MacGuffin to the Thrawn trilogy. Oh, Palpatine had this thing with a bunch of cool stuff in it that helps me take over the galaxy. And now that we know Palpatine in canon as well survived for a long time, it makes sense that he would have this crazy, storehouse or facility with a bunch of crazy stuff that maybe Thrawn can use. I don't know. We'll see. Either Anakin, whose profile photo is still not Anakin, confuses me. That's good. Yeah, the Marvel Spider-Man, the 90s one. Johnny will not stop talking about that 90s animated show. Anakin is here, but is he? I don't know. Is he really here? I feel like he's Vader at this point. Anakin's been gone. After Kamino got destroyed, the Clone War era is done. My heart is ruined. Oh, yeah. So here's another thing. I am convinced that Grogu is in that facility, in Mount Tantus, right now. I think, because we know in the Ahsoka episode, she does the little mind meld. She goes like, zzz. She's like, okay, he was in the Jedi Temple. He gets rescued. But then stuff goes dark for a while. And then he comes back. Then Mando rescues him from the Nikto pirates. So it makes sense that if things were dark for a while, were darker than in the hands of the Empire and they're like some Palpatine secret experiment. I think Grogu's absolutely there. In fact, I think Nala Se, we already know she has like a soft spot for Omega the Batch. Like, we do hate her for what she did to Fives, but she clearly is more complex than that. And I feel like she might be one of the people who helps Grogu get away. She's like, I can't do this. Gets him out of there. I mean, I think it also explains why Pershing, like, I feel like the Kaminoans probably get pushed out, and people like Pershing, who you see in Mandalorian, because we know they said that, they confirmed that as well. Like, literally, the fact or whatever on StarWars.com is like, this Imperial scientist sure does look familiar, and it just shows a photo of Pershing. I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you, StarWars.com. So yeah, they're confirming it's connected. It's 100% confirmed that it is connected. And I think you'll start to see humans start to take the place of the Kaminoans. And maybe like Nala Se and the Bad Batch, like, they don't destroy the program, obviously, but they set them back. Maybe they help Grogu get away. Obviously, they don't take care of Grogu, but I mean, maybe they could. I don't know. That'd be crazy. He's a cash cow, so why not? He'd be so cute in animation too. But no, I think absolutely. I think Grogu is there, and they're trying to clone Force sensitives. I don't think it's working, but I think they're trying. I don't want Starkiller, but maybe a canon adaptation. Nerds, we saw in the comics Star Wars Vader on Exegol. Yes, but that takes place like 20 years, 25 years from the Bad Batch. You're right, though. We'll get to the comic stuff later. Yeah, Grogu on Mount Tantus would be awesome. No. Well, no, he didn't find the Katana fleet until Dark Force Rising. Mount Tantus is in all 3 of the Thrawn trilogy books. Yeah. And I'll say is an evil wish, like, yeah, I'll kill the clones, but I draw the line at cute little Yoda things. It's a good one. I don't know, where did Pug go? Do we think Nala Se will end up being a pivotal side story in Bad Batch Season 2? Or do we feel... No, I think absolutely. They said in the interview, so I recommend everybody go read this. If you're a Bad Batch fan, which I have become more so the more I think about that show, definitely go read the interview with Jennifer Corbett and Brad Rao. That's the showrunner and head writer, respectively. A lot of people are like, Dave, this is all Dave Filoni. He's not that involved. He's like how George was to the later seasons of Clone Wars. Like, a lot of the ideas come from him, but these other people are doing the work. But in that interview, they said that they're going to cover what happens to the average clones. You know, they all got relocated. Where? They're going to cover that. They're going to follow up with Nala Say. They're going to do all that stuff. So, yes, Knights of Melvin is here. I did call you out on Twitter, yeah. Yeah, we Disney shills. We need the relevance. Your Knight and Melvin. Shout out to Melvin, man. He's getting a lot of publicity lately. Anyway, yeah. So the I totally lost my train of thought. Melvin just torpedoed my brain there. Oh, the interview, right? So Jennifer Corbett and Brad Rao are doing a lot of the work there, and they say that Nala Se will be a big part of season 2, and I think, or not a big part, but they're gonna follow her, and it just makes sense to me that Grogu will be there. Like, it's too much synergy. Dave's involved in both projects. One of the biggest things people forget about with animation is that these things are so far ahead. Like in the interview, once again, everyone go read it. They're talking about Fennec Shand versus Cad Bane, and they're like, when we planned that fight, when we made that fight, the first season of Mando hadn't even come out yet. So they're like, we don't know how to. They were struggling to like make Fennec work there because they had no frame of reference. Because that's how far ahead animation is in terms of the other stuff, and that's how far ahead Lucasfilm in storytelling in general is. And so, like, some of the stuff we're like, ooh, is this gonna go here? Is this gonna go here? Now they're like 10 steps ahead. They know where it's going, and so it makes total sense if in that like 2018 era when Filoni is heavily involved in pre-planning Bad Batch, writing Mando, laying out the next like 5 years of storytelling, that he would have them all connect. And so I think almost for sure now Grogu is in there, and that lines up in terms of the production thing with a lot of the leaks we heard going into season 1. Those leaks were probably for season 2 because that's what was in production, not season 1. Season 2 right now is probably halfway in the can, like it's almost done. Or not almost done, but the voice work was done years ago. I think Brent pointed that out when we were reacting to the stream. So like those leaks were probably for that stuff. Carter friend just says Levi. Hello. Hey there, Carter. Yeah, maybe I think we'll get more tie-in announcements to the Heir of the Empire Mando story on Disney Plus Day. Well, I think we're gonna get a lot on Disney Plus Day. There's a lot they're doing right now. Let's just jump to the Disney Plus Day thing. So it's been reported on within either it already has happened or within the next 2 weeks, Kenobi has wrapped. Kenobi is done filming. Indira Varma is done. That's confirmed. We know that. Rupert Friend is done. So Kenobi's like done, which is insane that it like lapped Andor, which is very funny to me. Thoughts on the Finn show? We'll get to that. In terms of production time, I know Andor is 12 episodes, but it's nuts to me that Kenobi, which is going to be this huge project, I guess it's because they're using the volume. I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Andor is all on practical sets almost. Excuse me. But it's done. Obi-Wan is done. So, bringing up that Disney Plus Day, which is November 12th, I feel like we're probably going to get a teaser for Kenobi then, which is going to be hype as hell. I don't know. The post-production thing is so weird. Like for Mando, they were able to do post-production in like 3 months. Season 2, it was like 5 months. I don't know. They churn those things out. But right now, they have so many productions going. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully soon. So that sort of ties into the next thing is that Mando is starting to film next month. So with Obi-Wan done, and this is all confirmed. Like this comes from, give you some context here. Carl Weathers was at some sort of convention, and he was just casually like, yeah, it also ties into what Giancarlo Esposito said. He was like, yeah, we're filming next month. Grief is coming back. I'm directing again. Very off the cuff. So this sort of lines up with the fact that maybe Mando Season 3 is coming earlier than we thought. Maybe it does go Book of Boba at that end of spring date. You do get Mando in like a June or July, like 2022. Late spring, early summer. Maybe. Like, what do we feel about that? I feel like that's. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Liam Neeson is a cameo role at best. I yeah, it's probably just be a voice cameo. He'll definitely be in it. I'm putting that now. He'll be in the credits at some point. What's up, Mark Hamilton? Good to see you. And yeah, we'll get to the Cure stuff in just a second. But what does everyone feel about that? I mean, I'm mostly vibing off of the chat today, obviously. Just me. For those of you who have joined since. Johnny Dillon. Still in Maine. Still in Maine. Off in the woods. Off in the woods doing who knows what. Like, what are they doing? I got a lot of funny Snapchats from them. I'm like, what do you, come on. Yeah, Aiden, 2022 will be the year of the Star Wars. And we'll get to What If later. I know a couple people here haven't seen What If Episode 2 yet, so we'll get to What If at the end. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I really enjoyed that episode, and it really made me just love the MCU. It's a weird thing to say. Like, this just giving that one... we'll get to it later. I'll explain myself. Oscar Reeves meet Clone Force 99. Anakin, I don't know what you're talking about. Oscar Reeves would be like 3. Hello there, Ashton. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Book of Boba, then Andor, then Bad Batch 2, then Mando 3, then Obi-Wan. You think they're saving Obi-Wan for Christmas 2022? That's nuts, dude. If they're done filming now, they are not saving it for a year and a half. They want to get this thing out. People have been waiting for so long. There is no way. No way! Yeah, I disagree with that. Maybe, though. That'd be a hell of a Christmas present, but... Nah. What is in Maine? What's in Maine? White? Yeah, literally just white people. That's it. And trees. Lots of trees. I mean, literally, there's so little people that they were able to find a spot that I had been to and carved my name into, like a tire there. There's like a B-52 crash site up in Maine, and I carved my name into it, or in a tire there, and they found it just the other day, and they're like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "There's like no one in Maine. There's even less Levi's in Maine." I lived in Maine for about 6 months of my life, probably. It's an alright place. Not a lot going on. This isn't the main cast. Yeah, I'm with Brent. I think it's got to be out by summer, for sure. Thank you, Lion King. Thank you for the shout out. If Melvin's still here, yeah, this is me shilling even more. Lion King, put me in Lion King 2. I know that exists, but it's a joke. Never mind. It's okay. That's a bad joke. Let's see. What's next? Well, yeah, so I mean, I can say nothing except because there's not a lot of hard details besides the fact that they're filming, which, I mean, it's exciting, which means we'll start getting leaks soon. I guess so. We know that Acolyte is filming in February. Ahsoka's got to start soon. They're casting for Sabine. Like, 2022, and I'm already loving 2021 for Star Wars. It's like the Boba Fett year. We'll hop into that in a sec. The Hex Girls thing. I love that bit won't die. Like 2022 is just going to be absolutely nuts. The order. So, Dime to a Dollar asked me what do I think the order's going to be. Well, I think Book of Boba. That goes for like 6 weeks. It takes you into like February or March. I think they do Kenobi for May 4th. I think that'd be nuts. I think people would love that. People would love that. That'd be like, what perfect timing. What a great treat. And then I think you do Mando and then Andor. And I only say I put Andor last because Andor is 12 episodes, as I mentioned, but it's just taking so damn long. Like, they're still filming it. They've been filming for like a year. It's nuts. So that's gonna take it's a beast of a production. He's the most honorable character in Star Wars. The most honorable. Well, I need some more context because, like, honorable to what? Like, Qui-Gon Jinn is a pretty honorable dude, but he honors his inner code. You know, he's not like honorable to the Jedi code, kinda, but he has his truth, and he's honorable to that, and he wants to do the best he can. You know, he's pretty honorable. Padme's pretty honorable. Honorable human there. I don't know. Zevin Callus. The honorable ones. Good joke there. Good joke. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. Honorable is a weird descriptor because there are so many different variations of Star Wars characters are honor bound to different things. Like Sienna Rey from the Lost Stars. She's with the Empire her whole time, but it's like, was that honor? Like she has her own code and she's honor bound to this concept of, I don't know. Like there's honor is that's a tough thing to measure there. I'd say probably off the top of my head though, I go with Qui-Gon. I'll stick with Qui-Gon. Most honorable host. Dylan's pretty honorable. Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs is the most honorable. Ahsoka speak Kylo Ren. When they're finished, what happened to you started in Death Star 2? I think Anakin Skywalker might be a bot. That's just me, guys. That's just me. All right, I mean, let's jump into something more meaty. The Visions trailer came out yesterday, and oh my god, was it effing nuts. This thing was like what? Like, I was losing it. You know what? Let's watch it. And the voice cast is insane. All right, guys, we're pausing. We're pausing. We're on Star Wars Visions. Let's do the English dub.
Long ago, a great warrior came to this village and entrusted
God, it looks so good.
with this. Its power and responsibility now
lies with you. I mean, this looks so good. Now, this is the Studio Trigger one. Oh, God. I'm not digging that one as much. Like, I like Studio Trigger, but oh, the duel looks so sick. The music too. Lop and Ocho also growing on me. Look at them; they look like very Ghibli style. I love these guys. That's all Ninth Jedi, the Jedi Hunters. It's Obi-Wan there. Also Ninth Jedi. That's oh, dude, looks so sweet. Look at that. It's the deaths. Oh. Proper family. Star Wars vibes. TST's blowing up. Moss Fest. But yeah, this is the rock opera one. I'm like, you know, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing the voice. We'll go over the voice cast in a second here. Yeah, this one's just nuts. The Trigger stuff. You go watch Promare, their film. It's just insane. I love that shot of the sniper. I love that edit. This is what I'm most excited for. Ninth Jedi here. Yeah, it's like a Darksaber looking thing.
I accept
but
this
green.
Responsibility.
Oh man. And look at, I love the shadow of the Japanese characters. I think that's awesome. So cool. So cool. Yeah, so the whole plot of T Obi-Wan is that he is a droid who wants to become a Jedi. And that's so there was a character there you see standing in front of a TIE Advanced. Not TIE Advanced. TIE. It is TIE Advanced. Right? The ones the Inquisitors fly. Vader's is a TIE Advanced X1. I think theirs is just a TIE Advanced. Yes. Anyway, that's an Inquisitor, and in his dream, in this droid's dream, he fights that Inquisitor. It is all original stories. None of them are canon, but they do some of them take place within the timeline. Like Ninth Jedi and the twins are both set after the Rise of Skywalker. It doesn't really matter, because they're not canon, but it's they frame it. What color lightsaber do you? I like the yellow. I'm a big fan of the yellow saber. Ray's saber, dope saber right there. Anyway, I think it looks amazing, and could not be more excited for September 22nd. This is a vision. Yeah, this is a vision. And so that Ninth Jedi one, I think, yes, the one you see at the end there. You see, there's a couple of shots on it. It's by the same studio who does Ghost in the Shell, and it's the longest one. So originally they had two. I'm not sure. I think we've talked about this before. Originally they had two shorts, but they combined it into one big one, and it's about like they say it's about what happens to the Jedi Knights after Episode 9. So like way in the future, like what happens to the Jedi. And so allegedly there's like 9 left, and there's this like lightsaber smith, and he sends his daughter to deliver the 9 Jedi like their lightsabers. And that's what it's about. And it looks so dope, and I could not be more excited. And the duel is the one that's in black and white. Magic Fire's talking about it. That one looks insane too. So that's the one with, we can show you here. That's this one. This is the duel. This crazy style. This is so this is Ninth Jedi. This is Lop and Ocho. So these are like this is one of the ISB officers who's going to be the villains of that story. They're white here, sort of like Krennic. This is the duel. So this is the guy with the lightsaber umbrella thing. There's our hero, and they're writing a novel about this. If you're interested, expanding this story, which is pretty fun. Digging the music. So this is also from Lop and Ocho. This one is set in between Fringe of the Sith and New Hope. Can't believe it. I just wanted to say Star Wars. I couldn't think of the name for a second there. Brain fart. I'm tired, guys. I've been working a lot lately. But yeah, this one is about like the creeping industrialization and the representation of machine nature. A classic Star Wars theme, but with the Japanese twist. And so this is the one with the bunny. And so the bunny represents that natural element. There she is. And I love this style. This is very Studio Ghibli. So if you're familiar with that, that's what it looks like. And this next shot of her with the umbrella, love that. Very cool. And this is Studio Trigger. So as I was saying, they do a film called Promare before it, and Kill a Kill. And we watched Promare the other day. It's just nuts. I mean, it's like a parody of anime. It's just so over the top and insane. Like they have like a giant mech robot called Deus Ex like Mechana. It's that kind of level of like whoa, and you can tell from the animation style that it's just crazy over the top. And so these guys are Jedi Hunters. This is also from Ninth Jedi. I love this style. Personally, this is my favorite of the three. Like I love the hats. Oh, it just looks so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't express that enough. So he looks like one of the Jedi. And I think I don't know what this one is from. This might be from the wedding one. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe because this is a different style here. I don't know. I think this is the one we know least about. Essentially, the only thing we have is like there's a Jedi who goes to a planet and there's a wedding and something goes wrong, and that's it. And that's all we know. I believe this is Ninth Jedi. Looks like Ninth Jedi right there. That's T Obi-Wan, so the droid. Oh, he's a cute little droid speeder. Look at that little guy. Oh, my voice changed. What do you mean? HZ. Yeah, this show looks really honorable. Definitely most honorable show. And the Trade Federation. No, come on. What do you mean? Yeah, well, it's the same studio. They want to do Astro Boy, so yeah. The Trade Federation. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot dot for everyone. Okay, let's keep breaking it down. The Wolvel's distracting me. So this is Ninth Jedi. This looks like the 9 Force users coming together around this robot. I don't know what the hell this is. Looks sweet though. You can see that like symbol there. That looks vaguely familiar. Looks sort of like the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is from The Elder. So this is like pre-Phantom Menace. A Master and a Padawan go to investigate a village, and there's that old creepy guy, and he's like a Sith or something. He's a dark side user. So that's this one. That's the Inquisitor I was talking about, the tie. So this is from TOB1's like vision, the droid having a vision. Slave One here, or a similar fire spray class ship, but I imagine it's Slave One. This is Studio Trigger again. So that's the one of them. Blocking the shots. Look at that.
Not sinister.
There he is. There's the Elder. Little spooky man. I love this. Now this is everything to me. I love the Arabesh characters. I mean, it looks like Seven Samurai, and I love like how some things have color, like the lights, the blasters. Oh, it's the blades, obviously. So cool. Yeah, I don't know what this one is from. This is one I'm totally unfamiliar with what's happening here. I don't know.
We're
Looks very Final Fantasy.
going to be a
La Pinocho
proper family.
right here. I love that look. Love the things in the water there. Oh, looks great. Now, so this is a clever cut here because it cuts between. This is the duel. This is some sort of. Well, obviously, you can tell what's happening. He's shooting rockets. So all these bandits here, you can't really tell, but look, this is the body of an AT-AT. See that there? They have like a modified AT-AT transport looking thing. I love that. I love that. And yes, Christopher Sean is in one with George Takei. This is an amazing voice cast. We'll break it down. It's got like Lucy Liu, David Arbor, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mark Thompson. The dub cast is nuts. But yeah, Death Star's with the Z6 rotary cannon. It's the best thing I've ever seen. But yeah, look at that. It's an AT-AT. I think that's cool. So look, you see these are like they look like stormtroopers. You can see the AT-AT here a little bit better. It's like a body, but it's a speeder. Okay, so this just looks like it's the duel. It looks like it's Seven Samurai. They have the people captured. All right, I love that. I love that. Classic vibes. And see, it cuts though to the twins. So you have two ATSTs here. This is all taking place. This one is taking place after episode 9. I'll show you in a second here. We see something familiar that people have been theorizing that. Oh, I'll get to it. So this is obviously Mos Espa. And this is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So here's the Obi-Wan vision. I don't know what this one is. This is Trigger. Crazy over-the-top stuff. 2 Star Destroyers connected with a big old cannon gun. This one's just nuts. Yeah. And this is a different shot from something else. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this right here. So look. These... Oh. We're going to have to take this one slow, people. So this is the twin. So look, this looks like Sith Eternal stuff. And this is the one that's doing post episode 9. So it looks like they got some creepy crawlies going on. And they were like, oh, let's make twins. Because that's what it's about. It's like, what happens after episode 9? What does the dark side do? They create, essentially, the writer wanted to do a play on what if, like, Luke and Leia were twins, like, essentially with the Empire from birth, and one of them goes evil, one of them goes good, but they're both, like, over-the-top crazy Force wielders. So, we'll see. I love this, the Elder here. Now, we might as well take this one. 0.25, because there's a lot of stuff that flashes. So here you see the. I'll mute it because it's kind of funky. This is the Inquisitor. This is the. Oh, here's Boba Fett fighting the. And I see. I would have never caught this if I wasn't doing this stream and slowing it down. Here's Boba Fett fighting the like punk hut in the rock opera one. This is. Oh man, I don't even know what this is. This might be Ninth Jedi. What's happening here? Ooh, someone's losing their lightsaber. Exciting. The duel. Awesome. So it looks like this enemy might be a female. Oh yeah, look, they got heels. Oh, nice. Sweet, that's cool. That's dope. Oh, and it's a waterfall log. Oh, that's great. This is classic. This is what I love. Look at this guy. And this cut, so this is like a cycler rifle, like a freaking Tusken Raider. He's got like a ghillie suit. Actually, it is a Tusken. That's right. We've seen the character model. This literally is a Tusken Raider in a ghillie suit. It looks so dope. Fire the shot. Boom. Cuts to shuttle exploding. So I think that's the Elder. someone scomplicking in a droid of some sort. That's the rock opera one. The Elder using Force Lightning. To Obi-Wan, I bet. Now this looks like the cockpit of that ship from Vader Immortal. Turn my head upside down. Is it upside down? No, it is. It is. Is it an X-wing? It might be. Oh, is it a human there? Oh! I know what this is. It is an X-wing. This is a shot. We see it in the trailer. This is an upside down shot of one of the twins riding on an X-wing going into hyperspace. So chew on that. Chew on that. I just broke it down. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, this is inside an X-wing. So they're using an upside down shot. So we've seen concept art of one of the twins riding an X-wing, and here it is. But he's entering hyperspace. That's insane. What? That's nuts, dude. Oh, that's nuts. Oh, Lucy Liu with the umbrella lightsaber. A good call. I'm looking at the chat now. I'm going to come back through the chat. Oh, that'd be so crazy. Arabian Nights, like Arabian Days. That's all you get. Yeah, cloning facility for sure. Oh, AJ cloners. AJ. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that hurts. Hey there, AJ. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, the Punk Hut fighting Boba Fett. There's no gaming stream. This is what you get. But okay, let's cut back to the trailer. So yeah, look at that. Boba Fett. Awesome. This is Ninth Jedi. So this is the girl I was talking about who's been sent by her father to deliver the sabers. In a previous shot, you can see all the sabers on her belt. She's probably keeping them on the speeder somewhere. Oh, look at that. I love the design of that speeder. Love this animation. So yeah, it's green, but it has like a dark saber vibe. And I love this design of the Hunters. I think that's great. This blaster's classic too. Pew! Pew! Slash. Awesome. And I believe we get, one shot of that. This crazy, absolutely nuts thing that's going on here. I have no idea even how to comprehend this. That's what Studio Trigger does, though. It's just all over the top. Like, this is to be expected. This is exactly what I would want from them. Just insanity, like lightsaber whips. And I think that's how it ends. Yeah, so what'd you guys think? What'd you think of that? Let's go back to the lo-fi beats. Ooh, not in 1.25 speed, though. There we go. Sorry for torturing you there for a second. Yes, we should. In fact, we need to play. If you can play tonight, I'm down. I'll play the library. I think it's just you. I think just you demand a gaming stream. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Is the music too loud? No. But yeah, that trailer I think is amazing. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think though. We got some more to break down. There's so much news. So much news. Sorry, I'm just vibing to the music. The music makes it so much easier. Yeah, I think that Visions trailers, if you're just getting here, we just broke down the Visions trailer. You can rewind the stream. I feel like I gave some pretty alright thoughts on that. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it too. They can just go and do stuff. Like Disney Plus is between this and What If. I love it. And we'll get to What If in a second. We're still got more Star Wars, but we'll get to What If. I just love the freedom that it just feels like a comic book or just imagination really come to life. And I think it's a pretty cool, thing that we got going on here. Don't know why I'm doing a little voice here. We'll get to the Finn show, okay? The least reputable rumor today, so we'll get to it. We'll get to it in a second. Stick around. That's right. I want you to stick around, and we'll talk about maybe John Boyega coming back as Finn. Okay. I would love that if some of the comics were made into animation. I don't think that'll happen. I think the closest thing we'll ever get to that is that they will animate Dark Disciple, which is a book, but it was a Clone Wars story. I think that could happen, but I don't know about a comic. Yeah, I don't think we'll get a second trailer. I think that's what we'll get there. How's it going? It's me, or not me. It's probably AJ. AJ's here. AJ's here. This is probably Dylan or Johnny. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's hyped for Visions. Now we can bore everybody with a bunch of comic talk. Get ready, guys. We're gonna talk about comics for a second. I'm an old man, and I read comics in the 1940s. I don't know why I'm making fun of comic readers. I read comics every week. Dumb. Anyway, so today, Charles Soule announced Crimson. I almost said Empire. I keep wanting to say it. It's called Crimson Reign. And so, let's stop the lo-fi beats and let's share a different screen. Let's share a different screen, everybody. There we go. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Crimson Reign. Show you one of the covers here. Look at that. So, after War of the Bounty Hunters wraps up in October. This starts in November and is part 2 of what Charles Soule has announced is the Kira trilogy of these huge Star Wars comic events. And it's just blowing my mind. Like, look at this cover. So this right here, for those of you who don't know, this is Ren. This is the guy who Kylo Ren took over from and killed him. And he's going to be involved. The Knights of Ren are going to be involved with this. This is basically like the Charles Soule universe crossover. This is a character from the Lando miniseries from 2016. Obviously, Afra, Luke, Leia, Kira in the center here, Crimson Reign, Vader, TIE Defenders, Death Stick. Look at this, Crimson Reign. Like, I'm in love with this. Kira, ripped arms, and I'm just so excited. So yeah, it's a Kira trilogy, and will reshape the history of Star Wars Galaxy during the Age of the Rebellion. We want to know what happens to Kira. A lot of good comics came out today. I don't want to talk about them too much because people often don't enjoy that kind of talk, but I do want to share with the audience, the small audience who enjoys listening to what we have to say, that Crimson Reign is coming out, and I just think it's the coolest thing. Crimson Reign, which continues what I planned as a trilogy that began with War of the Bounty Hunters. It's a great example of how I like to write Star Wars story. Everything and everyone is fair game, and I think people are really going to enjoy it. Await the reign. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Does this get you? Does a cover like that get you excited to read a Star Wars comic? I realize it's kind of small. Let's give you the full screen there. It's still kind of small. Yeah, I hope it's leading into bringing Emilia Clarke back in on the screen. It has to. I mean, like, why would they do like the Akira trilogy of this huge comic run with Star Wars as seemingly like best writer? Why would they not? Why would they not bring her back? Why would they not? If you could make a Star Wars movie, what would it be about? I have to slide up through the chat to read some of these things. That's a long and complicated question. I don't know. I do know, but I want to get through the news. We should watch Clone Wars. You get anything for Free Comic Book Day? I did. I got a lot of stuff. But let's read. I want to read what everyone's saying about this. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone needs to watch Canon Ketchup. I mean, I'm drinking a lot of ketchup, so maybe. Yep, they found my name. Yep. Knights of Ren themes intensify. How many people here know the Knights of Ren theme? It's and then you go and then they don't do anything, and that's the theme. And then they get killed. They're pretty cool though. They stand around, look again, search the city, and then they go. Then they turn around. You got Vikral, Trudgeon, Cardo, Ushar. Guys, we're stuck on 4. There's 6. Aplek, we're coming on. We're coming down to 5. Cardo, Vikral, Aplek, Trudgeon, Vikral, Ushar, Trudgeon, Cardo, Vikral, Aplek, Ushar. Am I saying is that 6? Am I losing my mind? Aplek. I'm losing it. Yeah, that's the hello, Sister Iris Skywalker. Hello. Yeah, I don't know, Brent. Like this, I think it looks pretty sweet. It is kind of small. I'm sorry. The High Republic comic today was very good. But yeah, so I just wanted to show this off because I know not a lot of people will read the comics. It's probably the smallest market. It's movies, animated shows, books. Well, probably movies, TV shows, animated shows, books, and then comics at the bottom. And I just want to show off that they're doing some badass SHIT in the comics. Just wanted to share that. Just wanted to share that. Because I'm excited for it. I'm pumped out of my mind. But let's stop screen sharing that. Let's get the lo-fi beats back in, and then we can talk about the final rumor before we get to What If. And I think that'll be a cool hour-long stream. I think it'll be good. I think we've had a good time. Come on in, lo-fi beats. Come on in. There we go. The lo-fi beats are back. So, before we get to What If and wrap up the stream, the last Star Wars story of the day is a rumor coming from the hashtag show that, if you remember, way long ago in the year 2020, I know it feels like forever ago, but it was just last year. It was a disgusting year. But in the beginning, so to take it even farther back, in The Rise of Skywalker, if you remember, if you've only seen the movie once, if you hated it, whatever, if you remember, there's a scene when Rey mind tricks 2 stormtroopers. Those 2 stormtroopers were J.D. Dillard and someone Vance. I don't know, writers. They made a cameo in the movie. And the reason they were in the movie and they were at the premiere is because they were announced in early 2020 to be working on a Star Wars project. That's why they were in the movie. They were at the premiere. Like, that's not fake news. It's in they're there. You can see that scene. They are very much there. But you didn't hear anything about it. Obviously, wasn't at Disney Plus Investor Day. Haven't heard anything about it. But now, today, just a few hours ago, the news broke, or rather, a rumor broke, that project that they were working on has been retooled into a Finn series for Disney Plus, and that show will have Finn both before the sequel trilogy and after the sequel trilogy, and just be like a character study about Finn. So isn't that interesting? Oh, HZ. No, I don't really. No, we haven't really spoken. That doesn't matter. I'm here talking to you right now about Star Wars. So yeah, Finn show. And famously, John Boyega said, don't Disney Plus me. But I think clearly, after the success of Disney Plus, maybe he's like, hey, maybe Disney Plus me. Because obviously Oscar Isaac, someone he worked with on the whole sequel trilogy, doing Moon Knight now. Maybe he's like, yeah, I'm making the big bucks on Moon Knight, and it's great. Loki is amazing. Mandalorian is like the biggest show in the world. Maybe do Disney Plus me. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, I think it's a cool idea. Obviously, I want to see Finn stories, but I want more like Finn and Rey. I want Jedi stuff after the Rise of Skywalker. I want to focus on him becoming a Jedi. Finn really being the Jedi I want. And yes, John Boyega did say he would come back after that Disney Plus comment if it was JJ and Kathy. But yeah, I want Jedi Finn. But this show seems to be like why did Finn, how did Finn, what was he doing in the beginning of the First Order? They abducted him as a child. Then what happens after? It seems they don't really have a lot of plot details. But yeah, I mean, we knew that J.D. Dillard and that other guy. I'm so sorry. J.D. Dillard is just such a memorable name. The other man, Vance, I want to say. It's like, is it J.D. Vance? And well, Edward Dillinger is a fictional character from Tron. It's confusing me, guys. I have too many fake names and real names in my brain. Anyway, that was a real thing that they were making a project. So I think it might be more believable that this maybe was a thing and it got canceled. It got canned during the chaos that was 2020. They were like, sorry, we we have Taika and Patty Jenkins and Kevin Feige lined up for movies. Like, where are you gonna fit in? Oh, it's Gray. Hi there, Gray. It's good to see you. I hope that you watch this stream back because I think I've done a pretty good job of carrying. I think we've had some fun here, but it's good to see you right now, Gray. I'm excited to hopefully talk to you soon about The Rising Storm with Star Wars Santa. We'll probably do one of those book shows pretty soon. But yeah, I'm excited if this is true. If this is true that John Boyega is in, why not? I mean, I love the sequels. I want more John Boyega. I want to see him as a Jedi because you get that tease throughout the whole trilogy that he's force sensitive. Give it to me. Give me green lightsaber Jedi Finn right now, please. Yesterday. But I don't know. I take this rumor with a grain of salt. All the other stuff we've talked about today, confirmed. But this, grain of salt. Excited for it. But it doesn't happen. I don't know. Sorry, a little bit of dead air there. Whoa. Emmanuel Balthazar. Dima Culligan. I'm so sorry. Ruthless aggression. Hello to those popping in, including you, whoever's behind that account. That's not me. That's you. Yeah, definitely a turnaround. I am not qualified to direct, so that's okay. I would love to meet Dave Filoni though, and like thank him for my childhood, but I would not. I don't think I'm not qualified. But yeah, I mean, other than the fact that, I mean, yeah, what Brent just says, I'd be happy for John Boyega to get some justice to his character. The films could not deliver properly. Yeah, there's just not enough time in the movies, so I'm sure, do it, give it to me. Like we've all been talking about it, we want it. There's not much else to talk about. That maybe it's happening. It's a rumor. It's been a rumor forever. So let's get into the end of the show here. What if? If you have not seen What If, second episode, what if T'Challa was Star-Lord? Maybe go away. Maybe take a step back. Come back later. We just covered a bunch of Star Wars stuff. I wish I could talk about that Crimson Reign thing forever. I'm such a big comic fan. I don't know if you can tell behind me. I like reading. I'm a bit of a nerd. But I know that's not always interesting to listen to, especially when not everyone's read it. But what if you can watch that? It was a 28-minute episode last night, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Well, dimes to a dollar. I'll keep it spoiler free for now. Darth Maul Lego, Thanos Copter coming in. I absolutely loved it. The way it made me appreciate the MCU in a way I didn't think I didn't think I could. Like just seeing the alternate version of a character that I had already connected to. I saw Guardians in the theater in 2014. Loved it then. Saw it multiple times. Seeing a different take on it made me appreciate what we got and all of the possibilities of this world so much more. Someone said it was funny. It was emotional. It was great. Like all of it was. I loved it. Last week I thought was like a solid 7.5 out of 10. The Peggy Carter thing was cool, Captain Carter, but the voice acting killed me. The voice acting was weak. Sebastian Stan clearly had never voice acted, phoning it in. The animation was beautiful, and then the end. Spoilers for last week, but the end with Nick Fury and Hawkeye made me want, oh, give me more. Now I'm really excited, and then it ended. I was like, dang. It's like, Captain Carter, you were cool, but gone too soon. The whole time, I was in it. I was like, the voice acting is here. The performances are here. Everyone here is killing it. This is Chadwick Boseman. Amazing. And besides Chadwick Boseman, I know if you're still here at Dimes to a Dollar, I don't want to spoil it for you, but a lot of great performances this episode, and I was stunned. I was blown away. That's all I can say without spoilers. So yeah, go watch it. But spoiler warning here for What If episode 2 coming in. Episode 2 spoilers. Like the fact that Thanos had gone straight. Like what a funny idea. Like what a cute thing. Michael Rooker was great. Uh, they got Kurt Russell to come back for a scene at the end. Like it was amazing. The Thanos bit, the whole genocide joke was. I mean, it sounds weird saying it out loud, but I thought that was hilarious. It made me want to live in that world where T'Challa was Star-Lord. I love the fact that he became like a Robin Hood. Like he's just such a good person, and he's so good inherently that he was able to shift the Ravagers to also be good. I don't know. I loved that. I loved it. I loved it. I just thought it was it was great. Yeah, Nebula with the blonde hair, uh, with I'm pretty sure was voiced by wow, I'm forgetting your name, Doctor Who companion, in Jumanji, in a lot of things. Not Kate. Oh my god, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Someone help me. Oh my god, I haven't looked at the chat yet. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Kieran Gillen. I can want to say Kieran Gillen, but who's the comic writer? Karen Gillen. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, it was just and Benicio del Toro back as like buff collector. It was just all so much fun. I was just having such a good time watching it. It just made me want to revisit. I haven't been a James Gunn moment after the Suicide Squad, which I loved, and then this, which is obviously based on something James Gunn made. In terms of the cinematic version. Excuse me, hit the mic there. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy did not come from James Gunn's mind, but this iteration, I was just loving it. I was just loving it. What everyone think about it? The Black Order was cool usage. It was all just like it's like playing with your toys. It felt like I was playing with my toys as a kid. That's the best way I can describe What If. It's great. In the best way possible. The absolute best way possible. Yeah, what if the collector got swole? Carter just said. That is literally what it was. What if he just got big? I might go honestly, I might rewatch it after this stream ends in a couple minutes here. It was just so much fun. Like I couldn't stop enjoying myself. I just couldn't stop enjoying myself. And I think they got the guy who plays T'Challa's dad back too to do the voice for that. But yeah, the fact that they looked for him after he disappeared, and there was a lot of the drama between like, Yondu lied to him, but it was all so wholesome. And they made the meet at the end. It's about family. It was just a great family. Yeah, Thanos was great in terms of the family element too. Him and Nebula, and like the adopted thing, and like why is Josh Brolin so funny? Who knew Josh Brolin could do a funny Thanos? I guess Josh Brolin's a pretty funny guy. Yeah, Seth Green's Howard the Duck showed up. Like, what? So bizarre, but lovely, but like in the best way, in the absolute best way. Well, guys, I think I might end the stream. It's been an hour. It's been a great hour. But I'm getting kind of hungry. I want to go eat something. I walked like 2 hours to get comics before this. Picked up War of the Bounty Hunters issue 3. I can only plug comics so much. I know, but you people will leave. I know, boring. But yeah, a lot of great news today, guys. Go check out the Jennifer Corbett interview. Yeah, holding down the fort. Holding down the fort for Johnny and Dylan. What am I gonna eat? Chipotle. You know what? I'm gonna go for some Chipotle. It'll be good. Nice chicken burrito, probably. Yeah, thanks, guys. Though I mean, this channel is obviously. Oh yeah. Sorry, one more thing. He was hilarious. He plays. He's the guy, the cyborg man, in the Guardians movies. He's also in Captain Marvel. Can never remember his name, the character's name. But he was hilarious. Like he joins instead of when he confronts Storl in the beginning. Instead of confronting him and fighting him. He really fights him, but then he joins him. Too funny. Command strips. Everything in my room is held up with command strips. Korath, thank you. All right, I really should end it. You guys have been great. This channel is nothing. You know, it's nothing without the viewer. Sort of off screen. The viewer. You. All right, you know what? It is. I'm doing outro. Just for dimes to $1. You can come back. You can come back, dimes to $1. Just for a minute. Just for a minute. All right, guys. Well, I'm ending it. Extra for real this time. How do we end it? Let's see. I haven't done any of the bits. Any of the bits thus far. Let's do George Lucas making noises. All right. Have a good day, everybody. See you next time. Thank you for joining me. Maybe I'll do some more of these solo streams. This was fun. And you know, may the force be with you, something like that. Bye, guys.